Shalom, first and foremost, Kalalayam, La Alayam Noah, Yahweh Bashmo, Shai Bashmo Kakodash, double honors unto the apostles and elders, a great millstone, and salutation unto the hopefully like out there, brothers and the sisters, right? So I just want to get into this quick lesson here, basic scriptures, milk scriptures practically, but just want to entangle it a little with current events, right? Because well, right now I currently have the video that I did last night with my brothers, because we was going through the scare 38 and concerning with the African king, as well as oh gosh, this guy, from who basically let me see if I can get a quick call on select here. Right, so there's the video here. Right, I'm not gonna play the whole thing, it's just a little piece, Russia and Eritrea find common ground against Babylon. You understand? So I'm gonna play a little piece for you all, and then we're gonna get into the lesson.
How are they going to deal with Russia and then let's move to China? How can they deal with everybody? How do they contain us? Imagine this tiny Eritrea is being contained by them. We're being punished with their sanctions. Every time we have to be punished because we're not bowing. We are not bound to their conditionalities. We are a very small threat. We are not even a threat to them. But they have to contain us. Sanctions, conflict here, conflict there. No. I think we need to strategize. And I say Russia will have to lead this strategy. Russia will have to design a plan on facing this declared war. Not only on Russia, but it's a global war. And everybody should come and join Russia on this strategy. The sooner the better. The easier way we can control this hegemonistic strategy and frustrate that strategy, we give peace. Development will come. Nobody's going to bother us. Nobody's going to bully everybody.
Right, so yeah, basically with that piece there you could see things turning up. You understand? And as I mentioned, we touched a little bit during the video, right, where we went into Ezekiel 38, which you all can take in. We're currently editing right now, so more than likely will upload after this video, right? So something that I did mention last night containing that video was that it just goes to show that we don't have free will, right? So as I mentioned, it's basically military scriptures you go back into, just to prove that point and illustrate it, right? Because something I said was basically, if we had free will, then we know Putin and these other all these other nations and them it's heathens, thing, the Lord ain't really dealing with them, right? Especially Esau, right? Russia is Edomites, America is Edomites, understand? And if they had free will, because they all, at the end of the day, we know that they want control of the earth. You understand? So and all of them have one thing in common, which is the hatred for cheek. You understand? But as of right now, they just banding together to remove America out of the way. You understand? Remove them out of the way because they want to be in control. But after they destroy America, what they're gonna do? They're gonna turn all the arms against Israel. You understand? And that's where the Lord gonna step in. So knowing that now, right, it just goes to show they are not free will, because they would have said, well, hey, here is the scene by all the making prophecies come to pass. You understand? When the making prophecies come to pass, and that's what Esau trying to stop. That's what Esau trying to stop. Right now, Putin, the only prophecy he on board with for sure is that America gonna melt with fervent heat. So he feeling confident, especially with all these other countries backing with him. Right now, Putin feel like he's the most powerful man on the planet, because it's the whole world siding with him down to NATO and EU, who was with America, right, aligned with America. You understand? All these other countries and them who was aligned with America, right, they are aligning with Russia now. You understand? Everybody pulling away from them. So it just goes to show, and right now Putin feeling nice. You understand? They're building up his pride, but we know in Romans 9 and 17 the Lord said he doing all of this, right? Even for the same reason I've raised Pharaoh up was to what? Magnify his name. You understand? Because as I mentioned, they're gonna turn their armory to Israel right after. You understand? Because they want to be the ones in control. Because at the end of the day, they still devils, right? But it shows that the Lord is the one in control, because the Lord using them to take out America. You understand? So let me go to the precept, right? In Proverbs 20:24, it says, "Man's going out of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way?" Right? A man can understand his own way because the Lord is the one that ordained his steps, right? I think it have a precept that says that, ordained steps. Probably should type it in the thing, because I'm not too sure if this is how it goes. Yeah, hold on. Well, like I see, when I was thinking about this one in Psalm 37, right, which really says, a good man, right, the Lord directed a good man's steps now, boy, which we know is true, but at the same time, we also think these wicked people do. You understand? Because all of them, the Lord has been using them to fulfill the prophecies. You understand? But we'll read this one in Proverbs 16 and 9. It says, "A man's heart deviseth his way, but the Lord directed his steps." You understand? Because hey, it are plenty days we think and we say we plan out with them and we say, alright, well, this could happen, thing, and something else end up happening. It's either it goes south or it get better, because the Lord is the one ordaining the steps. So you can see you have free will. You understand? It have nothing in the Bible but see. Let me read this here. It says, "And if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free." Right? So they're not dealing with that. Right? Samuel, well, I should have put that one on top. That was Exodus 21 and 5, right? This one is 1 Samuel 17 and 25. It says, "And the men of Israel said, Have ye seen this man that is come up? Surely to defy Israel is he come up. And it shall be that the man who killeth him, the king will enrich him with great riches, and will give him his daughter, and make his father's house free in Israel." Right? So you see, these two precepts that came up has nothing to do with free will. Right? It's talking about two totally different scenarios. You understand? You cannot find anything in these scriptures saying free will. You understand? But Christianity stick that in your head, and you take it and you run with it. You understand? That what the scriptures say, the foolish believe it every word, or the simple believe it every word. You understand? The Lord even say, "My people are sottish children," which means stupid. You understand? Everything, anything, all they taking or going, all they researching for themselves, all they don't want the truth, all they want the smooth words. You understand? So let me go back to the Proverbs. Right? We're going to 21. Right? 21 and 1. Right? So it say what? "The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will." Right? And we know the heart goes back to a mind, which is La'ab in Hebrew. Right? So the king's heart, right? And as of right now, let me say it's two kings playing off, right? Fighting for supremacy. You understand? We ain't counting in Yahushua yet, because we know he's the king of kings, right? But we ain't counting in him because he ain't stepping the dance yet now, boy. You understand? Not to insult the Lord or anything, Jake does get, right? But to put it in simple terms, I just mean to say we're talking about the two Edomites as of right now. You understand? Because the Lord is using them right now as he thinks. So them is the two kings in the earth right now, Putin and Biden, right? So they planning the thing wherever it is, they doing what they have to do. You understand? But the Lord is the one that And a matter of fact, as we know, it's in John 5 and 22, I believe, right, where the Lord say, "Hey, he committed all judgment unto Yahushua." You understand? So it's really Yahushua is the one that, twisting this whole thing to how the Most High wanted. You understand? So the Lord ordained it, and that's how it succumbed, right? Because as it's saying Lamentations, right? It's like this one's sticking out of it. Lamentations 3:37, I believe. Supposed to start from there. Yeah. It say, who is he that said, and it cometh to pass, when the Lord commanded it not? Out of the mouth of the Most High proceeded not evil and good, right? So if the Lord, because remember, 1 Samuel 2:6, right? The Lord say, I kill it, I make it alive, right? I bring it down to the grave and bring it up. Then Isaiah 45:7, the Lord say, I create the dark, I create evil and I make good. Roughly paraphrasing, right? Two scriptures that the Lord said that in. We're saying it here again. You understand? So you come like, it's a question he asking, and those two precepts stand, right? You understand? Because the Lord is the one that controls both sides, right? He in control. They can't be in control. You can't be in total control and you only have control at one side. That ain't making sense. You understand? That's a false balance. Now we know what the scriptures say about that. So back to 37, where it say, who is he that saith, and it come to pass when the Lord commanded it not? You understand? So again, this free will thing ain't making sense. Because all these devils and them could say what they want. You understand? They doing all what they could, all where the Lord give them, right? They trying all how the strategizing in all forms and matter, right? They're trying to pay reparation. Meanwhile, they're planning for the war. Meanwhile, they're planning for the safety if anything goes wrong. There's all kind of, it's different scenarios they're thinking of, and they're trying to set precautions for it, but all gonna fail. You understand? All going to fail. Because why? The Lord had not ordained them to prevail. You understand? The Lord didn't ordain it for it to happen. So if the Lord in command for it to happen, it's not going to happen. You could say what you want. You understand? That is how it goes. Right? Alright. There's Revelation 17:16 here. It say, and the 10 horns, which is EU and NATO, with those swords upon the beast, ye shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Right? Because I was mentioning earlier how even EU and NATO pulling away from them, right? Just says the scriptures. You understand? Because why? They hate the whore. Right? So they and all, when they join alliance with Russia, they're gonna be partaking in their destruction. They're gonna launch all what they have. Right? They're gonna launch all what they have, as Kamala say, empty the whole clip. Right? They're gonna give everything they have in the arsenal to America, because the hate that they have for that whole, it's serious. Because hey, as the scriptures say, they broke every single covenant they made. You understand? They break every single covenant. So it come like them just making enemy upon enemy upon enemy. And the pride was so big because they tell us that, hey, nobody can defeat them. You understand? And nobody could defeat them by themselves. Right? It's what they never planned for. It's for the whole world to come up against them. You understand? Because you could be how tough. Right? You could be how tough if the whole world coming against you. What you feel it is? You's not your Hawashai, You understand? You just a mortal man. You understand? So you feel gonna happen what right? But the pride wouldn't let them, wouldn't let them back down. Right? They're still gonna try and fight. You understand? So there verse 17, it say, for the Most High had put in their hearts to fulfill his will, right? And to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. You understand? And that is how it is. Right? The Lord is the one that puts it in their hearts, which is their mind, right, to do his will, right? And right now the Lord's will is to what? It's for the destruction of Babylon. You understand? Because let me just go to this precept here quick. Right? I just want to read one line to get straight to the point. Right? Verse 6, Isaiah 34:6, it said that the sword of the Lord is filled with blood, it is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs, which is the turtles, and goats, which is the heathens. No, I believe that's the Edomites, right? And I say with the fat of the kidneys of rams, for the Lord had a sacrifice in Bozrah, you understand, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea, which is Edom. You understand? So the Lord using Esau, because Esau is his sword, you know, right? Esau is his sword. So right now Esau gonna kill Esau. You know, that kind of way. So the Lord putting his instructions in their mind, right, according to Job 33, right? I think it was 14, Job 33 and 14. Yeah. According to this precept here, it say, for the Most High speak it once, yet twice, yet man perceiveth not. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, in slumberings upon the bed. Right? Then he opened the ears of men and sealed the instruction, right, that he may withdraw man from his purpose and hide pride from man. Well, yeah, I would just, basically could have stopped at 16. You understand? But as you see here, the Lord is the one that sealed the instructions. You understand? So the Lord is the one that's sealing his instructions in these devils and them. You understand? Sealing it in Putin, as well as all these Moab, Ammon, all these other heathen nations and them, to come up against Babylon the Great, that whore. You understand? So it shows, it's just like another lesson, basically going into free will again, but for the current situation that's going on right now. So I hope this lesson was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Lord willing, you all taking the other video that we went into, basically Ezekiel 38, right? Currently on 35% right now exporting. So Lord willing, you all taking that video also and be edified. So with that, I want to say shalom.